each and every day at 8 a.m. for your viewing and listening pleasure. And what a joy it is to be with you. Saturday morning, cool outside, had my cold shower, did my Wim Hof breathing, did my meditation. I'm feeling good. How are you feeling out there, gang? I know you're out there. Some of you are just waking up. I've already had 2/3 of a great cup of coffee. Life is good. So today, I'm going to continue a discussion I had with my friend, Reverend Larry, yesterday, and it's on this idea that we call free will. And the question is, do we have free will? Do we? I believe we do. Believe we have free will because we have the ability to think for ourselves. And we have the freedom to think whatever we want. And you know, one of the greatest discoveries that man ever made, humans ever made, was the fact that we can think. And then follow that up with our thoughts create. So if we can think and our thoughts create, then free will is we can think whatever we want and have the thoughts create an experience for us. Now, let me be really clear. It's not just any thought we have. It's a thought become the center of the vibration that we are. In other words, a thought, if you truly believe you're healthy, it's a healthiness that it exudes through you. It's a belief. It's in your thoughts, your words, your actions, and your feelings. It's not a passing thought. Are you hearing me? It's something that you have really worked and you've created. This is my mental image. My mental image. And when you create that, you have free will. So the question, but here's the thing. So you have individual free will. Yep. And what is that? That's a personal responsibility, isn't it? What you think about is your responsibility. But let me say something. Let me really give you some clues here about what you're dealing with as you try to exercise this free will. Realize that you're part of what I'm going to call a collective consciousness. And a collective consciousness is the consciousness of a group. And so right now, you're a part of the collective consciousness of the United States, of the world, of the city, of the state, wherever you live in. And that collective consciousness is around you and it is influencing you. If you're watching the news every day, you are influenced by what the news is saying about COVID-19. You are influenced about what the news is saying about politics. You are influenced by what the world says about abundance, careers, jobs, money, opportunity. You're influenced by what the world thinks relationships are. So that influence is surrounding you, and it's all those thoughts are coming at you. If you're not aware, you're not going to be thinking your own thoughts. You're going to be thinking what everyone else is thinking. You're going to say, well, that influence must be right. And then if you think that, guess what? You get the experience of the group. Here's the question. Do you want the group experience? Good question, isn't it? What I've decided to do is not to be a part of the big group in my thoughts, but rather focus my own thoughts where I want to be and formulate a group around me that is thinking the type of thoughts that I'm thinking. So we're forming a collective consciousness. That's what I call the Agape Spiritual Center. The Agape Spiritual Center is a group consciousness that's being built, that's teaching free will, that's teaching personal responsibility, that's teaching the power is within you, that is teaching that the wisdom you are seeking, the answers you are seeking are within you. That's why I'm building a community. That's why I do this every day. Believe it or not, when I build a community, it's not that people join my community. It's not a cult. It's not a religion. No, it's a very loose thing where people are following an energy. Because isn't that what attracts you? It's the energy of a person that attracts you. Because you could have a person that's a man or a woman that is really, 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 by society standards, beautiful. And you get around their energy and you just want to run in a different direction. Because it's the energy. And that's something that we've not listened to our inner heart. We've bought into the illusion that the physical appearance, the outer appearance, is what matters. And it doesn't matter. It's the energetic. That's why you see couples and you see these couples and you think they're a mismatch. Oh, this one looks that way. This one looks that way. They're a mismatch. But no, energetically, they're connected. They know it. And nothing can break that energetic bond. I have that bond with my wife. We've been married, God, over 48 years now. But energetically, there's something that is, how do I say this? I just don't know if I'd want to live any other way. Because the energetic is very easy. It's peaceful. It's loving. It's caring. It's accepting. And in the relationship, I am given free will. We're back to where we started, aren't we, on free will? If you're in a relationship and you don't have freedom to be you, you're being denied your free will, that relationship is going down the toilet. No other way to say that. Because if you really think about, and I talk about this all the time when I talk about values, the biggest value that each of us has, that we desire more than anything in the world, is a desire to be free, to be ourselves. Now, in order to do that, you've got to figure out who you are. And that's one of the things we do at Agape. I've got a values determination session that I learned through Dr. John DeMartini. I'm a licensed facilitator for John. Isn't it a great thing? I'm a licensed facilitator. But anyway, I do that and I help people discover what their top 3, top 4, top 5 values are. And it's from there that you live. But if you don't know your top values, then you're going to be living by someone else's values. And here's the thing. When you're living by someone else's values or not your values, you will procrastinate. Did you just hear me? Procrastination means it's not that you're not good at it. It's not that it's hard. It's just that it's not important to you. Because if you're procrastinating, whatever you're procrastinating on, it's not that high a value on your system. Because if it was one of your highest values, you don't need to be told. There's no procrastination. You just get it done. And you have the free will to choose to get it done, as you have the free will to procrastinate. Isn't that fascinating when you start breaking this thing down? Everything relates to what you value most. That's what I know. Why do I know that? Because I've tested it and I've proven for myself. Now, I'm not telling you to believe me. I want you to know that up front. I never tell anyone, don't believe me. Test it for yourself. And when you test it for yourself, guess what? It'll be yours because you've proven it, or it won't be yours because you've disproven it. And you have the free will to test everything. And I would highly advise that. Test everything in your life to make sure it's right for you. And then freely choose what feels good. What does your heart desire to experience? What does your heart desire to go into? What is it? What are you longing to do today? I don't know what it is for you, but my day will unfold the way I choose it to unfold. So I've given you a good amount today. Thinking about free will. What are your highest values? Do you know them? Think about that. And if you're interested in discussing more about that, hey, join me tomorrow at 8 a.m. because I'll be here. And if you have questions, put them down in the link. So right away, if you have a question, when we start this thing at 8 a.m. every day, just write your name and write a question and I'll cover it. I promise that. Because I love to share with you. I love to give you ideas. That's all I'm giving you is ideas, and my ideas are my opinions based on what I've learned. That's how everyone is. No one really knows what's right for anyone else. Let's give that one up because we all have free will. Until tomorrow, know that I love you just the way it is. So have a great day, everybody. Aloha.